Oh, you're a whore. You're my whore. Are you ready? I'm Jay.
Everybody, welcome back to Touchy Reactions.
Hey, hey.
I have my amazing husband, Ryan.
I got my beautiful wife, Cindy, and we are off on another adventure. Today we're going to drive to Chicago to go see JHope on Monday.
JHope.
We got our daughters with us. It's going to be a fun family trip, and we are excited to see another JHope BTS type concert. Looking forward to bringing you guys along the way. Are you ready to go?
Yes.
Let's go.
Yay.
The entire trip from Knoxville to Chicago is going to be about 8 hours long. We had 4 drivers in the car, so we decided to split it up into 2-hour segments so everybody could take 2-hour shifts driving. And it worked out really well. That way no one gets really tired of driving. And our first stop along the way, we wanted to get some drinks because we know it's going to be a long drive. So we stopped at Richmond, Kentucky at Buc-ee's.
That's right, Buc-ee's.
Buc-ee's, for those of you who have never been to a Buc-ee's, is basically a gas station on steroids. They do everything bigger. They've got hundreds of gas pumps, massive floor plans.
And they are also famous for their bathrooms.
Yes, they have the best bathrooms.
The cleanest potty on the road.
That's right.
They also have this amazing in-house pit masters where they perfected the barbecue.
Yeah, all kinds of barbecue sandwiches.
Along with homemade fudge.
Oh, yeah.
And then my favorite part's coming up here in just a second, which is the bakery.
That's right.
After the fudge. They just got back their moon pies, and they have cinnamon rolls that are to die for.
Cookies, muffins, everything in there, just delicious. Baked on site. If you like beef jerky, if that's your kind of thing, they got a massive beef jerky selection from, I don't even know all the flavors, teriyaki, hot, Korean beef, all that kind of stuff. If you're into beef jerky, it's heaven.
Their drink selection is also very large and vast. If you can see that they have plenty of areas. 1, 2, I think that's the second one.
That's the third one.
Oh, that's the third one?
Yeah.
Fourth one? Dang, there's so many.
Yeah, so many.
I absolutely had to get an icy, so I like mixing the blue and the red because that's the superior version of ices.
If hot drinks are your thing, they've got an entire tea station over here next to 4 well laid out coffee stations. So those of you coffee and tea connoisseurs have everything you need to have a delicious hot drink on the road. And they pretty much have candies and chips and trail mix and all the stuff you might want to have when you're on a road trip.
Snack.
On the other end of the store, they've got like a whole merchandise area where they sell everything from hats to stuffed animals to shoes. They got home decor. They got shirts for the kids. Just it's really wild.
You'll be spending at least an hour in this shop if this is the first time coming.
Our first time going there was crazy. So do yourself a favor. If you ever get a chance to go to a Buc-ee's, take 30 minutes at least and just go check it out and see how wild it is. They got really good food.
It's a destination in itself.
Absolutely. The second leg of our trip went from Richmond, Kentucky to Edinburgh, Indiana. I gave Sarah this leg because I thought it would be real easy, but she happened to get the worst weather.
It wasn't that bad. I mean, I've driven in hard weather before.
It was very rainy. This video does not do justice to the worst of it, but she did a really good job and got us there safe. Reason we were going to Edinburgh is because they have a Nike factory outlet store, and whenever we go to Chicago, we treat ourselves to new shoes. I got these electric blue sneakers, cloth sneakers, very nice.
I picked out some leather pink and white ones. They're so super cute.
Hell yeah, they are.
And I picked out some very functioning ones. Those ones, very pretty.
Would you call that gray or like tan?
I think it's a little bit of
A little bit of both. I think like the shoe is gray and the laces are tan.
Yeah.
Yeah. We didn't want to eat too much in the morning, so we saved all of our calories for the afternoon. I got the girls doing a little Google searching and whatnot, and we found this really cool restaurant in West Lafayette, Indiana. It's called the XXX. They specialize in Americana hamburgers and such, and they have their own in-house root beer. And it was featured on Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives.
The XXX has been a local hangout in West Lafayette, Indiana since 1929. And owners, Greg and Carrie Ayersman, are keeping their regulars happy with their off-the-hook burgers.
Where did the name XXX come from?
That's a long story.
Brand of root beer.
Oldest brand of root beer in the United States.
In the 20s, there were 100 XXX franchises around the country. That ended years ago, but this place kept the name and the root beer.
So we absolutely had to get some of that root beer. All 4 of us got it, and it was very delicious.
Amazing root beer.
And then we all got our own different sandwiches. Cindy got what they call the Burt Burger. It's a quarter pound of ground sirloin covered with American cheese, 2 strips of bacon, lettuce, tomato, Miracle Whip on toasted bun. Pretty standard American burger.
I love that they use Miracle Whip because a lot of people use mayo.
Yeah,
so
mayo.
I've always been a Miracle Whip person.
Yeah, that's right. I decided to be a little adventurous and got what they call the Dwayne Purvis All-American Burger. It's a quarter pound ground sirloin with thick, creamy peanut butters served on a toasted sesame seed bun and melted American cheese, lettuce, tomato, pickle, onions, that kind of thing. So it was very interesting. Probably wasn't my favorite hamburger I've ever had, but I'm glad to say I tried it. Sarah got this sandwich called the Hey Jay, What Time Is It? It's a ground sirloin burger with Swiss cheese, 1 egg over medium, jalapenos, cover it with sausage gravy and a splash of Tabasco. She let me have a taste of it, and it was the best thing we ordered, in my opinion.
I was gonna say, I'm glad I ordered it because during the time of day when I ordered it, it was like not enough time to have like a burger, but also like breakfast time.
Oh, it was delicious.
And so, if you're a gravy lover, you know,
Yeah.
it was very, very filling.
If
not,
I ever
not
go
too
back
heavy.
there, I'm getting that. 'Cause
Oh, yeah,
the one bite of it I had of yours was way better than my peanut butter sandwich. We did get an order of sweet potato fries for the table. They came with like a little marshmallow
Yeah, they
cinnamon
came with.
dip.
It was like a cinnamon roll marshmallow fluff dip.
Yeah.
Definitely, if you're a lover of sweets and potatoes.
Yeah, it was weird.
Very, very interesting.
Interesting. It was good though. And our daughter Robin got this really cheesy burger called the Buddha. It says dive into our triple cheese sensation. They start with American cheese, Swiss cheese, and Philadelphia cream cheese, served with 2 strips of applewood bacon and tomato on a sesame seed bun. We all got onion rings. Those onion rings were really good, so we enjoyed
One
that.
of the best.
The server described Robin's sandwich as like a grilled cheese on steroids.
Yeah, it was really good. But yeah, that was our lunch. We're glad we waited to enjoy our first meal of the day at this place because it was really great. Then we had to get back on the road. Last leg of our trip was through northern Indiana. We got all these windmills out here in the high desert of northern Indiana, creating all this clean power. And sooner or later, you make that last turn. You see that beautiful skyline for the city of Chicago.
That's our view.
Yeah, beautiful. We got an Airbnb in Chicago, and it was up on the 3rd floor with no elevator, so we all had to drag all of our stuff upstairs. But the apartment itself was really nice. The owner did a good job of decorating it. It had a really nice, clean, modern kitchen, which was nice. The beds were real comfortable. It was clean. We had a little bit of a plumbing issue we had to get fixed, but the owner took care of it really quick for us. And other than that, it was a really good stay. The only downside was having to climb the stairs up and down every day. We had to stock up the apartment for our stay, so we went by the little grocery store here and picked up some staples. We got some water and some snacks and some stuff to do some laundry if we needed to. And to treat ourselves at the end of this long day, we cannot go to Chicago without trying some of Giordano's famous stuffed deep dish pizza, and it was absolutely delicious. Oh, we also got some tiramisu for everybody to try, just to taste.
Very good.
And this thing was called a broken cannoli. They take all the broken cannoli shells and the filling, and you just kind of use it like chips and dip. It was very good. Day 2 started off really bright and early on a Sunday at this Catholic church called St. Mary of the Angels. And we didn't go there because we're Catholic. We went there because my daughters are big fans of this book series called The Dresden Files. Sarah, tell us a little bit about The Dresden Files.
It's a story that takes place in Chicago that deals with a lot of mythical creatures and really cool Chicago-esque antics happen. So one of the places that they go to is St. Mary of the Angels. It's an absolutely gorgeous piece of architecture, and it's really breathtaking being in there. The pictures really don't do it justice. How vast and how detailed everything in this building is.
How'd you enjoy the Mass?
The Mass was very interesting. I mean, it was during Lent, so I mean, it's not something I practice, but very cool.
Yeah. So that's how they started their day. After dropping them off, I went over to Artemio's bakery to pick up some breakfast for everybody while the church was going on, and this place was loaded. They had all kinds of cool baked stuff in here. I'm glad Cindy wasn't with me, or we'd spent twice the money I spent. Cindy loves herself a bakery, and they had all kinds of cool stuff. This was actually kind of like a Latin American family that owned this place. So it kind of had that flair to it, and I'd never seen a bakery where you can walk through the displays like this before, where they're all kind of separated with these open doors like that. It was really cool.
A lot of places in Japan have bakeries like that, where
yeah.
it gives you a tray and you can like load them up.
That's
So it's
exactly,
cool to see it here.
That's exactly what I did. I took a tray around. These are the pastries we purchased to take back to the apartment and have breakfast after Catholic Mass. What we really did here was we just cut each one into 4 pieces and everybody got to taste them. So just kind of a little sample of each one.
The coffee cake was the best. It's that one with that cream filling and the drizzle.
I like the one with the strawberry filling. That was really good.
Yeah.
We actually didn't finish them all that day. We spread it out over a couple mornings, so it was really good. This particular morning in Chicago, it was very cold. Sleet, snow, rain was falling, and we had a number of things we wanted to do while we were in town, so we decided to do all the indoor stuff this day. Our first stop of the day was the Adler Planetarium. Located along the northeast tip of the northerly island, it's part of Chicago's museum campus, along with the Shed Aquarium and the Field Museum. It was actually founded by Max Adler, a Chicago businessman and philanthropist who wanted to inspire curiosity and a love for astronomy. The Adler's collection includes antique astronomical instruments and rare books, some dating back centuries, making it a treasure trove for history buffs and science enthusiasts alike.
I really like they had meteors.
I was gonna say they had so many displays where you were able to like go up and touch actual pieces of meteorites.
Very tactile.
Yeah, this was like a piece of meteor. There was one that was like you could touch a piece of the moon.
Touch a piece of Mars.
Mars, yep, that was cool.
Very fun.
The Adler is also a hub for science education, offering programs for kids, families, and schools, such as the Astro Science Workshop.
I really like these screens that they had because you could move the astronauts and like get them to where they needed to go. Very tactile.
The main reason we went there, though, was to see the overhead shows that they do. They're really spectacular the way they do them, and we watched 2 shows that day. My favorite one was Planet 9, which I thought was going to be about Pluto, but it was actually about a new Planet 9 that they're trying to find right now that they see all the signs of in the gravitational pull of everything in the universe, but they still haven't found the planet. So that was a really cool show. Then, of course, we hit the merch. Then we all decided to get a little bit of lunch before we headed over to the aquarium. They have a really nice snack bar over there at the planetarium, so we all just got some fresh sandwiches and enjoyed lunch and a nice view of the city. I think, who got the best sandwich here?
I think I did.
I think you might have. You and Robin?
I liked my chicken panini-esque sandwich, and the butternut squash soup was very tasty.
I forgot. I got
it's super filling.
I got the BLT with the
avocado.
Yeah, we kind of shared.
So it finally stopped snowing, so we took a chance to get a little bit of shot of the skyline outside after lunch before we headed over to the aquarium. The Shed Aquarium is home to 32,000 animals, representing about 1,500 species of marine life. At the time of its opening in 1930, it held the title of the world's largest indoor aquarium. It was one of the first aquariums in the world to have a permanent saltwater fish collection. It was very packed. I think everybody had the same plan we did. Let's go get out of the elements and go check out some of this indoor stuff. The Shed actively supports marine life conservation through research, rescue, and public education initiatives. The highlight of our trip to the aquarium was we got last-minute seats to go see this end-of-the-day show, which it was supposed to be a surprise animal, and it ended up being the Pacific white-sided dolphins. They had a really cool dolphin display there, showing off all the little talents that the dolphins have learned how to do here in captivity. It was really fun. I really enjoyed just watching all the small kids that were around us reacting to all the stuff the dolphins were doing. Robin and Sarah really liked seeing them over there on the ledge doing that thing. That was cool.
They were getting pets too. They were feeding them and petting them.
Yeah.
So.
Woo! But it was pretty cool. Every time they jump out of the water, the crowd was woo!
That's what I did. I said that exactly.
They did like a lot of synchronizing jumps too.
Yeah.
Two of them together and whatnot.
Here's all 3. That's so fun.
Yeah, it was really cool. Like I say, for me, watching all the little kids react to it was just amazing.
So after the fun day at the aquarium, we decided to go get another staple in Chicago, which is their Italian beef sandwiches.
Absolutely. This was the #1 recommended restaurant. It's called Al's #1 Italian Beef, and it was absolutely delicious. They had many different options. I think the girls, Sarah actually got hot dogs or something there.
She did.
I got a chili cheese dog.
Oh, yeah?
And it had like raw onions on it, and so...
Was it good?
Very tangy. Yeah, very, very tangy. very not disappointing at all. It was a little bit on the smaller side, which is why I'm glad I got another dog. I got a classic. I don't think I got a Chicago dog. I just got a normal like relish.
Just regular hot dog.
Yeah, relish, onions, ketchup.
All right. I got the standard Italian beef sandwich with a spicy sausage inside of it with added cheese and sweet peppers. They dip it in au jus sauce so that the bun gets a little wet, so that was really good. I think Robin got the same thing I got, and Cindy, what did you get? You got the same sandwich but without the spicy?
Without the spice.
So Cindy got the Italian beef sandwich with added cheese, and it was really delicious. We checked 2 of the main staples of Chicago off the list right there in the first 2 nights. So we took the food back to the apartment. Cindy and I actually stayed at the apartment and relaxed a little bit. The girls wanted to go on a haunted Lincoln Park tour
of Chicago. It was super, super interesting.
They got this like real veteran tour guide who knew everything about the city.
He was all like, "Oh, I grew up 6 blocks from here." But anyways, he knew almost crazy stuff. And the other thing that was just interesting was that it was just me and Robin. It was no one else.
They had the whole tour to themselves. It was just the 2 of them and a tour guide.
And they gave us EMF detectors to like detect the ghost while he talks about their cool stories. And so it's definitely an interesting tour. And I know you might be asking like, why would Lincoln Park have a ton of ghosts in them? But I definitely think it's interesting to look it up if you're interested.
Definitely. The weather on day 3 was way better than day 2, so we finally could do our outdoor activities we wanted to do. We signed up for the hop on, hop off bus tour that goes all around Chicago, and I certainly recommend it to anybody who's gone there for the first time. It was well worth the money, and it takes you everywhere. It tells you all about the city. And we decided to start our day off over at Navy Pier. It was a beautiful, crisp morning, and we just had to wait a little while for the bus to show up and start our tour. These double-decker tour bus things in the city are a must-do, especially with the open top like it is. Our bus had a little shade for wind protection, but being able to look up while you're doing the tour is very necessary. So if you do get a chance to do it, make sure you get up on that top floor and be able to look up, because there's a lot of stuff that the tour talks about that you're going to need to be able to look up in the air for.
So the city bus tour actually is all audible, and it has it in Spanish as well as English for different audio listeners. But it goes about the different architecture and different events that happen in Chicago. It obviously mentions the big city fire and how that affects the architecture.
Yeah, the history.
But it's, a lot of history in Chicago with its architecture. But along the bus route, it has a ton of different stops.
I think 12 total stops throughout the city of Chicago where you can hop on, hop off, and check out whatever you want. They run all day. Every 30 minutes a bus will be showing up. So
if you're looking to go shopping, if you're looking to learn more about certain things like the History Museum or the Planetarium.
If you do get up on the top of the bus, be mindful that there are trees, and sometimes those branches might come out of nowhere and smack you, so you got to really pay attention to protect yourself from the trees. They have really beautiful views of the Chicago River. You cross it many times throughout the tour.
I like that it was green before St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah, we were there on St. Patrick's Day, so the river was green. That was cool. We wanted to do one of these boat tours as well, but we just ran out of time. We didn't want to miss the concert, obviously, so we ended up having to miss that. We'll have to do that next time. These 2 buildings right here were one of the coolest things we saw. They call them the corncob buildings, and the cars are actually parked on the bottom section, and all the apartments are above them. We saw all these really cool corner clocks all over town.
And the way that the city is built, like, they are always, like, refurbishing and repurposing buildings. Like, they'll be like, oh, this used to be the library, now it's this news building. Or, oh, this used to be a different public landmark.
The fact that blew me away was that they raised the whole city like 10 feet when to stop it from flooding.
For sewage systems, because they're just, flooding was just such a big issue.
Yeah, I mean, who would ever think of raising a city?
And it was like, they very much emphasized that Chicago was like one of the fastest built cities. Like, Chicago's always growing and growing and growing. And the fact that so many amazing architects were just there at that moment to be there and build all these crazy
every time they point out a new building, it would be like, this was built by Polish architect so-and-so, and this was built by German architect so-and-so. So it was almost like the architects were having competitions to see who can do the coolest building. Obviously, one of the most famous buildings in the Chicago skyline is what used to be called the Sears Tower, and that was our first stop that we got off the bus so that we could go up there and take a look from the observation deck.
As you're looking out, it just goes on forever and ever.
Yeah.
Like,
It was cool to be able to see the tops of all these buildings. I always thought it was a missed opportunity to put advertisements on top of the buildings, but I guess that would look real cheesy after a while.
one of the special things you get to do when you go to this is the sky deck, where you actually get to walk. It's like you're walking on the sky.
Yeah, your body does not want you to step out onto that glass, and you physically feel a response when you put that first foot out on the glass. Very nerve-wracking.
That
But
is wild.
we got some good footage of us standing out on the glass, looking down on the city. Pretty cool. Okay, it's recording.
Yeah, we're being a little creepy here.
After we got back down to the lobby of the Sears Tower, we talked to someone who worked there and asked them where's the best place to go around for lunch, and they recommended Luke's Diner, which was right around the corner. They specialize in sandwiches, Italian food, hot dogs, just pretty much lunch food that you might want quick when you're working downtown. Cool ambiance, lots of cool pictures in there.
Very cheap. Very good.
Lots of pizzas ready to go by the slice.
I was a little pizzaed out though, so I ordered something different today.
Oh yeah, you got the lasagna, right?
I did. It was the best lasagna I've ever had.
Yeah, it was really good.
It was so good.
We all like to taste each other's meals when we're trying new stuff. And then it was back on the bus for the second half of our bus tour.
Another really fun thing about the bus tour is that you get to like ride right under all of these giant structures.
Yeah.
So you're literally like touching stoplights.
Yeah.
And
If you put your hand up, you could touch ceilings that your bridges you're
Yeah.
driving under. One of my favorite buildings that they showed us on this tour was this building right here. It's actually the tallest brick-built structure that's actually, it's just all brick. And, nowadays it's all steel and concrete that they use for these buildings, but this was all brick, and it kind of blew me away. I'm in construction, so I knew what a big deal that was.
this piece was actually by Pablo Picasso, and they talked about how from certain angles it looks one way, but if you see it like dead straight on, it actually, some say that it's a woman, but again, it's up to interpretation.
More of these cool clocks. We were really enjoying the clocks. They were just so well done. Then we ended up over by Millennium Park, where there's lots of really cool art for you to enjoy, including the famous bean. Chicago Institute of Fine Art.
Yeah, this whole area is the museum district.
Yeah.
So a lot of famous architecture pieces, like there's some hotels on the other end, like that is
The bowmen and the spearmen.
Without their bows or the arrows.
It was intentionally done. Very cool.
Plenty of monuments and beautiful art for people to enjoy as they travel around the town. Then we drove by the famous Soldier Field, home of the Bears.
Dicka.
Digga.
And then we came over into the museum district, where they have the famous Chicago Field Museum, where the Tyrannosaurus Rex Zoo lives.
We went there last time we came to Chicago for
There's,
JHope.
there's the Shed Aquarium, where we spent day 2. And back around by the planetarium as well.
I love the richness and history that Chicago has.
Yeah.
And they were like, I know we're not an old city. And I'm like, we're from Vegas. We're like not old. You guys have more history than we do. But it was really interesting and almost connecting to the city with our heritage and how deep it went.
I feel like a small part of Chicago now that I've seen all this stuff.
Absolutely.
And we stopped back at the Navy Pier, where we started the whole tour. And if you visit Navy Pier, do not leave without checking out this attraction called Flyover. For those of you who've never done this before, basically you get on this ride and it's like a giant couch with seat belts. You sit down in it and get strapped in, and then it pushes you out toward a big screen. And then on the screen, it takes you as though you're flying through the city of Chicago in this particular version. And it's so immersive. You can feel wind on your face, you can smell the smells, hear the sounds, and because you're right up on this giant screen, you start to feel like you're there. And some of these drops like this one right here, you catch your breath because it's so realistic.
I kept pushing myself back in my chair because I didn't want to fall.
Yeah, absolutely recommend this. This was one of the best things we did in town, and this little commercial for it here doesn't do it as the justice that it deserves. It kind of blew us away. Our final activity for the day, you can't go to Navy Pier without riding the Ferris wheel, even though it was very windy that day.
I know. The cart was shaking just a bit. You could absolutely feel the air.
Yeah,
Anyways,
good.
A very cool thing about this Ferris wheel is that the World's Fair that happened in Chicago, this is where the Ferris wheel originated. So they have a Ferris wheel here
Okay.
in memory.
Memories. But we couldn't waste too much time touring Chicago. We came to Chicago for one reason, to see JHope, and it was time for us to get back to our apartment, change into our concert outfits, and head on over to the venue. We got over to the venue in the evening with about an hour before the concert started, and it was very cold outside. Traffic was kind of a mess with everybody trying to get into the venue. There were 4 lines stretching around the venue in all directions, and they had everybody lined up outside. We decided that since we had assigned seats, we weren't going to go stand in the lines and get frozen. But I did go out and get some line footage for all of you out there who might be in the line. Look for yourselves. You know what line you were in. It was right at sunset time, so beautiful lighting and cinematography going on here. Shout out to all these amazing Army who showed up in the cold to cheer on JHope and have a great time.
Absolutely worth it. I definitely saw a lot of people that were talking about it being their first concert.
Yeah.
A lot of very first Army experiences.
Yep.
Excited to talk about, excited to do like the fan chants and just have that
First experience.
That first experience.
And man, I tell you what, the crowd really showed up for this concert. They were loud. They were participatory. Is that the right word? Participatory.
Yeah, I mean, the thing that's the best about the BTS concerts is that there's never a dull moment.
Yeah.
Like everyone has their favorite moment of BTS concerts.
Sarah actually came dressed up as a squirrel. Do you want to explain why?
Well, I mean, if you're BTS Army, basically, he jokingly was all like, "Oh, if
You should come to concert dressed as a squirrel.
dress up as a squirrel," and I said, "You got it."
So Sarah got a full body squirrel costume and dressed in it. And did it keep you warm?
It did keep me warm. It kept me very warm.
That's fine.
And I wasn't the only one who was dressed up as a squirrel. There are plenty of squirrels. I'm not sure if you see any in this line footage.
There will be a photo right here of you with the 2 squirrels that were in front of us at the concert.
There was some squirrel people in front of us, so
That's right.
we got to have a fun pic with them.
That's right.
I love the vibe that Army gives in the concert because it's a special experience that you get to have when
Everybody's so friendly.
Everyone's super friendly.
well, and like Army was so loud. I loved how loud we were.
I got stopped several times while walking the line to get all this footage by folks who just wanted to hand me free gifts that they had prepared for Army while they were waiting in line. Here's a picture of all the stuff I got. We got lots of JHope stuff. There's a Jimin in there and a V. I think there's an RM. Robin's an RM bias.
We got a Tay, my bias.
Right. Someone made this cool like keychain thing over here. Got lots of stickers. That's a car sticker that goes on your car window. So shout out to all the Army who took the time to put all this together, and they were kind enough to just be handing them out to all the other Army in the line. That's one of the really cool things about going to a BTS concert. It's all the bonding. Finally, we made our way into the arena and got to our seats. We had really good seats right here in the center, and the crowd was buzzing. You could just feel it in the air. Well, for one, they were happy to be out of the cold weather,
Oh yeah.
and everybody was just ready for the concert to start. And it was about 10-15 minutes before the concert was going to go when we got to our seats. All right, everybody, we've gotten to that part of the video where we're going to start the concert. I'm obviously not going to show the entire concert. I do have the entire concert with 4 cameras all spliced together. If you want to enjoy that, there's a link to it right here. I got to give a quick shout out to the other 3 people who allowed me to use their footage. Shout out to Toronto Army BTS, Amanda Abner, and Ruben's Trucking Life. I reached out to them and asked them if I could use some of their footage to put this vlog together. They graciously agreed, so shout out to them. This is what their channels look like. Go on over there and check them out and subscribe to them and tell them thank you for sharing. But without further ado, we're going to jump into the concert. I'm going to show you some clips of all the different songs. We're going to talk about some of our favorite parts that happened. And this is what we came here for. Ladies and gentlemen, JHope.
Chinatown, make some noise! Man, I'm loving the energy in here. Are you guys excited for tonight? I still remember Lollapalooza. It's been 3 years, right? Chinatown is still the best. Okay, Army, welcome to Hope on the stage. I'm JHope. What's up, Chicago? Guys, I just love the sound. Make some noise! Ground floor. Are you ready to have fun? Ready? Okay, first floor. Okay, now, second floor. Your cheers are making me more excited for tonight. Okay, so let's get right to it. But first, if you guys want to see, I bet you want more and more and more and more. Right? You guys want more? Okay, Hobi, let's sing it one more time. You ready? 3, 2, 1. Right now is all we got, all we need. We're happy right now. So why don't we ride this family? Just dance. Right now, don't you stop looking forward, just enjoy it. It's up, we and it's rolling. Love you, Jeff. Those songs were from my album on the street. Right? Before I left for the military, I worked so hard on the songs. I wonder, like a lot, I don't know. This is song name. I'm so happy that I got to perform this song for your life. Mommy, how was it? How was it? Okay, it's time for the next song. So let's keep this energy going and keep dancing. You know what I mean? This guy. Let's dance. That's right. Let's go! I like my girl. probably already knew it was sweet green. Did you like it? Made with an amazing artist. Shout out to my man, Miguel. Okay, the second song, Mona Lisa, is a special surprise for you. A new track that I will be also. Okay, this song is just me expressing my love. Simply to you are my masterpiece. I can't wait for Friday. Good. Okay. Said he had to listen to a new song. Let's go back like that. You guys ready? Shout out to my army. And BTS. Let's go. Keep going. 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. So what I can try. So what I go wild. I'll take a love sheet. Tell me when get what y'all go. What? So give me pushing that birthday. Good old you pushing that dope birthday. Let's leave. Don't go to the street. There's
can't believe I am here with you guys.
Are you having fun? Ground floor. Are you having fun? Are you having fun? Okay, first floor. Second floor. I know it's hard to believe, but the next song is the last one. I know it might be sad, but I have something I would say first. 한국어로 말해서요. Can I speak Korean now? 아, 시카고 정말 오랜만입니다.
It's been a while since I came to Chicago.
저는 뭐 3년 전에 기억을 잊지를 못해요.
You know, I never forgot the memories we made together 3 years ago.
정말 농담이 아니라 그때 그 쇼가 있었기 때문에 지금 홈 온 더 스테이지가 있다고 생각합니다.
And really, like, frankly, I feel like because that show exists, right now, Hope on the Stage exists.
정말 그때 여러분들이 저에게 용기와 희망과 믿음을 전부 다 주셨어요.
It's because you guys back then gave me courage, hope, and trust so that I was able to put this show up for you guys.
근데 정말 신기한 게 이 시카고에서의 기억은 전부 다 기억이 나요.
You know, it's really cool because I feel like I remember everything from Chicago.
여기 몇 분을 모르시는 분들도 있겠지만 저희가 여기서 화보도 찍었고요.
You know, I'm sure like not everybody knows, but we've shot a few like magazine stuff here.
그리고 BTS 다큐를 보셨으면 아시겠지만 제가 윙스 콘서트 때였거든요.
I don't know if you watched the BTS documentary, but maybe it was back in the Wings concert.
아쿠아리움도 갔었고
I was at Aquarium.
몰라.
Oh, you guys don't know, huh?
아쿠아리움도 갔었고 그리고 Love Yourself 투어 때
Yeah, I went to Aquarium and back in Love Yourself tour.
제가 스타디움에서 공연했었죠.
We performed in a stadium.
혹시 스타디움 공연 오신 분 계신가요?
Did anyone come to our stadium concert?
Army Power, BTS Power. Hobi Power. 그때도 그렇고 그리고 정말 모든 기억들이 저에게 스쳐 지나가더라고요. 시카고에 보면서.
You know, back in the days and right now, just everything that I experienced in Chicago, I feel like it just flashed before my eyes.
그만큼 저에게는 시카고는 굉장히 의미 있는 도시고 저에게 항상 뭔가 영감과 감동을 주는 그런 곳이지 않나.
So that's how Chicago is such a meaningful city to me, and you guys always give me inspiration, and you guys touch my heart so much.
결론적으로는 그냥 여러분들이 다 이 순간을 만들어 주신 겁니다.
So in conclusion, you guys are the ones that really made up this moment.
정말 놀란 건 제가 오늘 라이브 하면서 미안해 엄마 중에 제일 크더라고요.
One thing that I was really surprised by during my live today was the Sorry Mom part.
굉장히 컸어요.
It was really, really loud.
당황해서 라이브를 못했어요.
So I was really surprised, so I kind of couldn't sing live.
네, 여튼 시카고 너무너무 감사드리고 오랜만에 와서 너무 행복했습니다.
So I just wanted to thank you guys one more time, Chicago, and it's been such a great time just being back here.
Love you, Chicago. Okay. like the name of this tour. Like the name of this tour, I'm at my happiest when I'm on the stage. You guys can tell, right? Okay, I'm really sorry, but this is the last. Don't be sad. Let's end this song. Okay? Okay? You got this. Right? Then, let's go to a special place for us. Which has been Hope on the stage. On your Hope. You're my Hope. I'm Jay! Surprise! I'm here. It's the encore you won. So I'm here. Guys, do you know what this is? It's very precious. Very, very precious. It's a mini version of this stage. So it's very special, but I put it down. Okay. What is this 도토리 in English? Is anchor? Anchor? Anchor. Hi anchor. Rosemary anchor. Okay, Army. The night is still young. Alright. But there's something that we need to do first. And that is surprise! This is really our final for today. You ready? Okay. Let's sing together. Let's go. We'll never ever give up forever. Just say it again. We'll always be a light to move us. I tell you again. We'll never ever give up forever. Just say it again. We'll always be a light to move us. 3, 2, 1, say it again. We'll never ever give up forever. Say it again. We'll always be a light to move us.
Sweet dreams, y'all.
And then always the saddest part of the night, the last song is quit and JHope has left the stage, and we're coming down off of our highs, knowing that it's going to be a while before we see the boys back on stage again, but it was totally worth it.
He tried to say, "This is my last song," like twice,
Yeah,
and we knew he was coming back.
I don't know why artists continue to do that. When the concert ended, and I immediately thought what was my favorite part, it was actually this part right here where we got to chicken noodle soup. And first off, you don't know if Becky G is going to come out and sing with him or if he's going to have someone else come out and fill in for Becky G. But when he got to the part where he introduces Becky G, he introduces Army. And then Army proceeded to sing Becky G's entire part of the entire song, and it was really cool. It was like, we don't need Becky G here because Army's got this covered. They even sang all the Spanish. That was really cool.
Let's go.
When they got to the song Mic Drop, it was like a explosion happened in the room because armies just came out of their chairs and were just screaming, as you can see right here. And they got to the fan chant was so loud, and they just killed it. And when they get to this part of the song right here,
It actually means sorry, Mom, and JHope addresses it in his speech later.
Yeah.
And was all like, I was just so shocked, you guys. It was
were so
really
loud.
so loud.
Yeah.
So, definitely one of my favorite parts. It's always fun to show our support in funny ways.
yeah, absolutely. That was quite a memory.
One of my favorite moments is like tied to my family because my oldest Robin loves JHope, and like in baseline he like says a part, and
It's the every day I'm so turned up with my boys. Every day I'm so turned up with my dogs. And when we saw them in Lollapalooza for the first time, we were so shell-shocked that we didn't do it. So we were just like speechless.
Well, the part that she didn't do last time was the Hope World baseline chant.
Oh, really?
Yes, the
Yeah,
Hope
so
World baseline chant.
I was really paying attention to hear her say Hope World baseline, and,
Yeah.
and she was very loud doing it.
Me and Robin both got to scream that.
Yeah.
You'll see it if you hear it.
Yeah, I'll put a clip of it right here. I hope he enjoyed it as much as we did. But
Oh, yeah.
It was amazing. That is it for our Chicago JHope concert talk. We do have a little bit more footage to show you guys for what happened on our trip home. We did stop at one really cool place to eat. If you're interested in that, stick around. Day 4, we got everything packed up and out to the car for the trip home. And just kind of got on the road. Everybody was real quiet because we were all exhausted. And we just kind of thought back about our trip and all the fun we had, all the cool places we went.
The shoes we bought.
Yeah, I got some nice shoes.
I like shoes.
I love my shoes.
I love my shoes.
I don't ever want to go back to that apartment and have to climb those stairs. The apartment was great, but the stairs,
There's killers.
I don't want to do them stairs no more. Real nice place to stay though. Got that delicious stuffed crust Chicago style pizza.
We definitely did a ton, and we ate so much great food as
Yeah,
well.
we did.
But
I don't feel like we overdid it. I think we did just the right amount of food, just the right amount of tourism.
We definitely like had breaks in between everything. It was a very relaxing time, but we definitely did not waste a single minute.
No.
I like that we like shared stuff too, like
All the different food and stuff.
Yeah.
Better.
That's the way to do it. You get 4 things and then everybody just tries them instead of everybody getting the same thing. You know what I mean?
That bus tour was amazing though.
Yeah, definitely recommend
Absolutely
the bus tour.
worth it.
One cool thing that we did do. Oh, there's us and the Obamas. Cool.
Casual.
Halfway home, Sarah found us another cool place to have lunch, and it was this small town, Indianapolis. You might have heard of it. In Indiana, this place is called Rathskeller. It's a German beer garden, and very German. It definitely had that like rustic hunting lodge kind of feel to it.
Yeah, very pub-esque.
Gaston would be right at home in this place.
Absolutely. Antlers to spare.
Absolutely. Really cool place. It was actually empty when we got there, and hilariously, we called ahead for a reservation, or we got a reservation online.
Well, because online it said book your reservation and nothing else.
That's right. We got 2 appetizers just to kind of get us going. We got this cold appetizer sampler, which comes with, let me see here, beef summer sausage, smoked pork tenderloin, German liver pate, and imported cheeses. The cheeses were really good.
Yeah,
it came with crackers and bread too. Then there was this Rathskeller appetizer that came with 3 chicken cordon bleu fingers. Amazing. Those were really good. 3 Cajun chicken poppers, also very good. 4 brat and crot balls with 2 jalapeno cornbread hush puppies. I wasn't a huge fan of the hush puppies. They were a little dry, and the jalapeno really wasn't flavorful in them, but everything else was really good on that, and they had lots of cool dipping sauces.
They had a mustard with horseradish that was
strong.
He warned us too. He was all like, "Hey, be careful dipping
don't put too much on that first bite."
Yeah.
It was very strong, but it was good. Sarah got this French onion soup.
Literally one of the best French onion soups I've ever had. Perfect bread to onion to cheese ratio.
Yeah, I think Robin got one too, right?
Yeah. I also got a Reuben, very good amount of cheese to meat. The meat was
so much meat.
So tangy. One of the best Reubens I've had.
Yeah, she let me have a bite of it. It was really good. And these really good potato cakes as well.
They were average.
I like it. Got to dip them in something.
I don't think they're my cup of tea.
So I got this brat, and that's potato salad. So when I ordered it, I was like, it says potato salad. Like, what is it normal potato salad? He's like, it's potato salad.
Yeah, it's potato salad.
That is not normal potato salad.
It was very vinegary. A lot of vinegar.
Yes.
We also got a pretzel. How's the pretzel? I didn't have any of that. You
The
like
pretzel was very delicious. They even gave us cheese and not mustard.
Oh, that's right. You got bar cheese. Robin got this pasta dish. I don't know what it's called. Linguine.
Linguine.
And then we got back on the road to get back home. That was the last major meal that we had for the trip. But yeah, looking back, I had a great time. I'm glad we got all this stuff captured for time and posterity for us to go back and look at.
We really packed in a lot of stuff.
We did. No one can say we wasted our time on this trip. I had a great time. I love my girls, all of you guys. It was a great time. I actually wasn't going to go on this trip. They talked me into it. Not because I don't like JHope, just because trips are a lot mentally. And but I'm so glad I did go. They did a good job of talking me into it.
Woo!
And we now feel a lot closer to the city of Chicago, having done all the stuff that we've done. So, shout out to everybody from Chicago. Shout out to JHope, all them Army out there that met us at the concert. We had a great time. That's it for this vlog. Cindy, Sarah, thank you for joining me for this voiceover section of it. I appreciate it very much. You're both beautiful, and I love you both. This was a lot of fun. And for anybody who stuck around here to the very end, we appreciate you stopping by. Don't forget to come on back.